I welcome all of you to third semester, and the subject code is Accommodation Operations 1 C303. The chapter name is Supervision. So, what this particular chapter is going to give us about? In this particular chapter, we are going to learn about role of supervisor, specific functions of supervisor like guest room inspection, inspection of VIP rooms, linen inventory, checklist for inspection, and dirty door zone and quick six inspection. Tell us the role of the supervisor. Now, who are the people who are there at the supervisory level? There are floor supervisors, there are linen room supervisors, public area supervisors, uniform room supervisor, desk supervisor. Now, why do we require the supervisor? The role of the supervisor is wide because good supervision leads to efficient work using the correct cleaning agents, equipment and procedures. Good supervisors will have a thorough, up-to-date and practical knowledge of cleaning agents and equipments and methods so that they can train the junior staff and the staff can respect them and their abilities. The executive housekeeper relies to a great extent on her supervisory team to train and monitor the semi-skilled and unskilled workforce. So let's see the role of supervisor. He or she manages the human resource of housekeeping department. He and she is responsible to know them very well, the background that they come from. At the same time, he or she also has to understand their working abilities. The supervisor is a link between the managerial level staff and the lower rung staff. If the information has to be transmitted from the lower level staff to higher level staff, they are the people who takes care of the communication. If any information, if any policy change the organization want to do it, then the information will be given by the managerial level staff to the supervisory level staff, and ultimately the supervisory level staff will be responsible for disseminating the information. All the people in the organization do their work, but doing the work is not easy and not sufficient. The workforce has to do their job efficiently in a stipulated time period. The supervisor has to make sure that he or she gives them a training of using the right cleaning agent on the right surface so that the surface is sparkling clean. Also, he or she has to see that the equipments that are used by the guest room attendant and public area attendant are done properly or not. He or she is responsible for training the junior staff to meet the standards of cleanliness. Any new person entering the hotel organization is not aware about the procedures and policies maintained by the hotel. So, it's his or her responsibility to train the staff so that they follow the standard operating procedures prescribed by the organizations. They are also responsible for keeping a physical check on the cleaning standards. So, public area supervisor taking a round of the public area, the guest room supervisor taking the round of guest room, checking the occupied room, checking the vacant room, checking the checkout room, so that you understand how your workforce is doing their job. So, physical control is a very, very important aspect. He or she makes sure that the staff follows the code of conduct and discipline. Students, this is a very, very important topic because the staff has to follow the rules prescribed by the organization, and they also have to be disciplined while working and while joining their duties, because all of you know that the hotel industry works in shift and if the staff is not following the code of conduct and discipline, then the work is not going to happen in a productive way. So it's a duty of the supervisor to monitor the code of conduct and discipline of the staff. He is also responsible for maintaining the standards of cleanliness throughout the hotel. So his role is quite wide, and he or she has to make sure that all the areas and all the weekly cleaning schedule, daily cleaning schedules are followed properly by the room attendant and public area attendant. He is also responsible for motivating the employees to perform the job. See, when a task is given to you as an individual, you do your task to the fullest, but when the task is given as a team, it is a responsibility of the supervisor to make sure that the team performs, and it's ultimately a teamwork that takes the hotel work in a good stride. So it is a very, very important aspect for a supervisor to motivate the employees so that they can perform as a team, and teamwork gives rise to a good work. These are certain pictures that the supervisor is explaining how to do a bed making. Moving on, he has to connect with his team. He has to understand that what all background they come from, and at the same time he has to also understand their difficulties. He has to also understand their problems and try to give them the solution. When you empathize with your employees, you will get connected to them, and they will in turn have a sense of belongingness towards the supervisor as well as towards the organization, and they will perform in a more productive way. As a supervisor, you have to delegate the cleaning duties. So you have to make sure that you allocate the duties in such a way that the task is performed in a stipulated time duration. He or she has to understand the needs and preferences of the guests and make sure that train the staff in basic etiquettes in formal speech so that they understand what the guest is interacting with them. So having a knowledge of basic English is very, very important, and a supervisor has to train the team to interact with the guest. At the same time, as I explained in the beginning, he or she has to understand that what are the needs and preferences of the guest, and based on that you have to give the solution to the guest. Of course, when you identify the needs and preferences of the guest before the guest tells you, then the guest is of course going to have a delightful experience. Now let us see that what are the specific functions of supervisors. Certain specific functions of supervisors are guest room inspection, making sure to prepare the inspection checklist, and inspections of VIP room, and inspections of commonly neglected areas. So let's see that when it comes to guest room inspection, what things he or she has to check. So the supervisor has to plan a systematic process of checking the guest room for cleanliness and maintenance. So when you have a checklist, it becomes easy for a supervisor to start from the door and to end in the bathroom, and to see how things are kept, how things are maintained, and are the cleaning standard as per the appropriate standards prescribed by the hotel. At the same time, he or she also has to make sure that the guest supplies provided by the hotel are kept properly. Please remember, your look as a supervisor, your last look is the first look of the guest. So you have to be very careful while releasing the room for sale. Eye for detail is a quality, students, right? Eye for detail is making sure that everything is in ship shape in the room, all things are there in the room, nothing is missing from the room, all the cleaning is done as per the standard. At the same time, all supplies are kept properly by the room boys. So eye for detail is an important quality that a supervisor should possess. So this is a very important thing that he or she has to have, that is an eye for detail, so that nothing goes out of your eyes. He or she has to understand and recognize the needs for deep cleaning and other maintenance activities, like whether AC grills are clean or not, whether the minibar that is kept, that particular cupboard is clean or not, the bed, underneath of the bed, right? So he has to understand, and as per the need he has to do the scheduling of daily, scheduling of weekly, and scheduling of the spring cleaning. He has to also inspect the room with the checklist, so that he understands that where the flaws are, and based on that he can inform the room boys that where he or she has to concentrate on. So here the picture of a neat and clean guest room. So look at the look of the room, right? When we are going to enter this particular space, we are going to get that feeling that yes, it's a neat and hygienic place, and the wow comes from the mouth. So you as a supervisor has a biggest role in the checking process. Here the staff is doing the carpet cleaning. VIP is a very important person, so the kind of cleaning that has been expected from the VIP is very strict and stringent. So let's see how the job has to be done. Now here in the pictures you can see that the room boy is carrying a white cloth. This is called as a white ragging. Anywhere in the VIP room, the supervisor as well as executive housekeeper as well as front office manager, they take the white rag and they check in any room, and if the dust is being seen, that means the room is not ready for the VIP. Here the supervisor is giving the room or a demo of the carpet cleaning. So let's see how the VIP rooms are released. The VIP rooms are checked by the assistant housekeeper or executive housekeeper, because this person is very important to your organization and he is giving a good business, right? So it's an important duty of the room boys to make sure that the room is clean as per the standard expected by the VIP guest. As I just now mentioned, that white ragging is carried out to check the cleaning standard, and if you feel that the cleaning is still yet to be done properly, as per that the instructions are given to the supervisor as well as room boys. The cotton swab is used for WC. The WC full form is water closet. So the cotton swab gives you an idea that whether the WC is clean properly or not. You also need to keep the VIP amenities. Now what this word amenity means? There are two things that we use often: guest supply and amenity. When you say supply, supply is nothing but an essential thing, and amenity is something that is given as an add-on facility or luxurious thing given to the guest because he's got certain status. So you have to make sure that you keep VIP amenities. Now what are the amenities? You keep a flower arrangement, you keep a cookies plate, you can customize the dessert and you keep it as per the liking of the guest. You keep a flower bouquet, you keep a wine, you keep chocolates, you keep the special snacks that the guest likes. In the bathroom you can keep specialized soaps, shampoos. So depending upon the taste of the guest, you have to keep the amenities in the guest. The next important role of a supervisor is inventory. Now here you can see in the picture the linen is kept on the rack. Now what do you mean by inventory? Inventory is physically going and checking the items or materials. So inventory could be of a linen, inventory could be of a furniture, inventory could be of a guest supply. So when it comes to linen inventory, that means physical inspections of the linen in the guest room, in the public area, in the linen room, in the laundry, in the pantry, so that you can calculate the number of linen available with the hotel. Now, inventory is the physical verifications by counting the stock of all linen items. It is carried out at periodical intervals. In case of hotel, it is carried out at the end of every month. it is important to have the accurate recording of entries while you take the inventory. So your last inventory count becomes the opening stock of the current inventory month. If any items that you find are extra, then you have to find out whether you have added some new linen in the particular month. If you find any shortages, then you have to see whether there are any theft by the guest or theft by the staff. So you have to balance and make sure that you do the proper entries in the inventory ledger. Now, what do you mean by discard? Discard means things that are not in a condition to be used as per the standards of the organizations. So those things, for example, a mark comes or a patch comes or it is torn or the life is gone, such kind of linen is stamped as a discard or condemned linen, and it is kept aside to be used in the back area. Now here in the picture you can see the checklist for inspection. So this particular checklist is maintained by the supervisor, and he goes to each and every room and checks from main door, right? He starts checking clockwise or anti-clockwise, right? He goes to the bathroom and ends the inventory, ends the checklist inspection. Now, what are dirty dozen or quick fix inspections areas? Dirty dozen or quick fix inspection areas are areas that are not easily identifiable to the GRA as well as to the guests, and they tend to accumulate a lot of dust. So these areas has to be well maintained by the GRAs, and the supervisor has to have a check on these areas. These are mostly hard to reach areas, and they are difficult to reach, so the cleaning doesn't take place. The state of cleanliness in these areas reflects the standards of cleanliness in the hotel. So as a supervisor, you have to make sure that your room boys are cleaning these dirty dozen areas, and they are maintaining a proper schedule of cleanliness for these areas, so that you have a certain standard that the guest expects from you. So which are the dirty dozen areas? The taps, the bathtub lining, the top of the door, the inside part of the drawer, the WC and the down part of the WC, the bed and underneath the bed. The minibar cupboard is kept in the cupboard. So the minibar is removed, the fridge, the small refrigerator is removed completely, and the inside part of the cupboard. Which are these areas? Let us see the example. The area between the bed and the nightstand, the interiors of drawers and wardrobe, the top of the picture frame, top edges and back of the door, the tile area next to the shower, the area behind the toilet bowl, the faucet. Faucets are nothing but the taps in the bathroom. So faucet filters, you know that all faucet has filters and they try to accumulate the dust. So you just remove the the tap faucet lining and just clean the filter. Grids of air conditioning, otherwise the musty smell comes, so you have to maintain properly. So that's it for today. Thank you so much, guys.